Hello, welcome to IDD Talks. My name is Anastasia Larina, and today my special guest is N'Golo Aboudou Soro, Secretary General of the Côte d'Ivoire UNESCO National Committee. Hello and welcome to the program.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to Azerbaijan. You're staying here for several days. Could you please share with us your impressions? And most of all, I'm very glad to see this special sign on your suit. Could you tell us what did you learn about Azerbaijan during your stay here?
Thank you very much, madam. We have discovered a great country with a very patriotic population that loves its own country. We also saw a country where there is religious tolerance. In Azerbaijan, all people, regardless of the religion, ethnicity, are perceived as equal. Our delegation is very glad to be here.
You know, this sign presents the very unique flower, Hari Bulbul, which is growing only in Shusha city, in the cultural capital of Azerbaijan. If I'm not mistaken, you also had a chance to visit this city just some days ago. What do you think about the development in the region, in the liberated lands, just a little bit more than 2 years past since the end of the Second Karabakh War?
On the way to the city of Shusha, we saw many ruins. We realized that the area was completely devastated during the 30 years of occupation. But we also saw what Azerbaijan is doing with all its efforts to rebuild the city. Construction is going on at a very fast pace. People want to work. They want to work. They want to restore everything as soon as possible and ensure a worthy return of internally displaced persons to these lands. We learned a lot from this trip.
You know, despite of the war, despite of the conflict and all of those destructions on the liberated lands which we see today, Azerbaijan is trying to do its best to develop, to reconstruct, to rebuild the cultural sites, to make sure that the cultural sites are being protected. And I guess in these particular issues, our countries and not only can have very nice level of cooperation inside the UNESCO. So tell us more about the importance of protection of cultural heritage and how do you think this partnership between our countries may happen within UNESCO in this particular issue?
As you know, the UNESCO Convention for the Protection of Cultural Property in the event of armed conflict does not allow the destruction or removal of loot during conflicts. A Congress will be held soon, at which questions will be raised about the need to return all the valuables that were looted and illegally taken out of Azerbaijan during the existence of the conflict. This is the right of Azerbaijan for the return to property that was plundered, which was taken away by those who occupied the territory of the state for 30 years. This is exactly the case when we can support Azerbaijan during debates, at meetings, at congresses, to make sure that the property that was looted will return to the homeland of the true owners.
So how do you think the return of Azerbaijans to their native lands? We also now can speak about the Western community of Azerbaijan, those who were forcibly deported from Armenia in the end of the last century, and now they are trying to get their right to return back to their native lands in the modern Armenia. How do you think the return process may also contribute to the peace development between Armenia and Azerbaijan?
Neighbors must coexist in peace. Therefore, I think that the international community should intervene and convince Armenia that it must ensure the return of these people to their native lands. This is important for peace promotion. And I also think that the role of UNESCO is to carry on a dialogue, a diplomacy dialogue with the two countries, so the mutual understanding can be reached between them and the people of both countries can live in peace on their own historical lands.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.